Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now, a dude who goes by the name J Hood from Stevenson Village is currently locked up and serving a life sentence. Dropped a video today regarding his snitching allegations, so let's get straight into it. Now, J Hood said times have changed, and in the year 2025, it's crazy how people could just troll online, call somebody a snitch without any actual proof or paperwork. Now, J Hood said despite all these rumors flown in the air about him, he got nothing but love for the shotgun Crips, and they got love for him. Now, J Hood said the shotguns tapped in with him and they told him, don't pay attention to the comment section, and whatever people are saying about you, don't pay no mind to it. Now, J Hood said with all that being said, he's shocked that Munchie would say those comments about him, being that Munchie knows him personally.
When you really know what happened, you know I got jumped by 5+ people. Every time I got jumped, somebody went to bed.
Now, J Hood said the people that tried to pack him out were so intimidated with his hands that they have tablets in prison that are monitored by the police. Now, according to J Hood, the people that wrote to the police told them his government name, and they basically said that wherever J Hood goes, get him.
Called gangsters. They jump right on these tablets that's monitored and recorded by the police and start saying my real name and saying, hey, we heard this about J Hood. Wherever he go, get him.
Now, J Hood said even though he got jumped by 5 people, he still tried to go back. But he said the problem was those people had contacted the police and told them that if J Hood comes back over here, we gonna stab him.
The so-called gangsters told the police, hey, if y'all bring him back, we gonna stab him. I feel like that's police shit.
Now, J Hood said if we gangsters, then let's keep it gangster. And why do we have to tell the police what we gonna do to each other? And if you really was serious about getting me, why didn't you just wait till I came back to do it? Now, J Hood said for those of y'all who are new to his channel or barely heard of him, he's in prison right now because he's fighting the hot one. Now, J Hood said when he was free, he was chilling at the Corset Mall and he got shot 9 times by his op. Now, J Hood said it without saying it, but he knew the person that shot him, but he basically told everyone that he ain't gonna tell nobody because that's not what gangsters do. Now, J Hood said the fact that his ops pulled up to him in a public place as big as the mall and shot him point blank range. He said he was so traumatized by that situation that everywhere he went after that, he always had a burner with him. Now, J Hood said he knew the situation was serious because not only did that dude shoot him in a public place, but he shot him right there in front of his sister as well as his niece. Now, J Hood said the case that he's currently facing life for, he tried to use his PTSD as his defense. Now, J Hood said what he said was he unalived that dude was because the dude that he unalived pulled the blower out on him and told him to go get his blower. And in the middle of him coming back, that dude was getting into it with his homie from Shotgun Crip. Now, J Hood said let's make one thing clear. His homie is no longer his homie no more, and he's no longer from Shotgun Crip. Now, J Hood said not only did that dude who was from Shotgun snitch on him, but he took the stand on him as well. And he said when it was his turn to take the stand, he told everybody that he acted in self-defense. Now, he said he was asked why did he have the blower on him, and he said he responded back by saying it's because he's in fear of his life because he got shot in broad daylight in the mall in front of his niece. Now, J Hood was also asked how many times did he shoot, and he responded back by saying he don't know, but all he remembers is he unloaded his clip. Now, J Hood said he also did admit that that dude pulled the blower out on him. And he said when one of the G homies heard that, he basically earned his first strike. Because out of J Hood's own mouth, he said that G homie referred to what J Hood did as dry snitching. Now, as sick as it sounds, when you from the streets and you dealing with street politics, everything you say and do is supposed to stay there. Like, let's just say you claim you a street dude, and a dude you know unalived your moms, rest in peace. Then you go unalive him and the police arrest you, and you say the reason why I did that was because he unalived my mom. Just the fact that you said that will label you as a snitch. Now, the prosecution also asked J Hood who was you on camera with, and he said their names. Like, come on, bruh. Like, J Hood said the reason why he gave up their names is because they gave up his name first. Now, he pretty much summed it up because he said one of his older homies on the yard told him that real Crips don't take the stand. said. But if you give me some spice, and before he even finished his sentence, J Hood said he knocked him out. Now we said as soon as that happened, 4 homies jumped him. And after everything was said and done, he tried to come back, but they transferred him to another yard. Now we said when he got there, they asked him, why did you get transferred over here? And when he told them, they hopped on the tablets and tapped in with the other peoples. Now we said, mind you, these tablets are monitored by the police, and they kept mentioning his name, so they seen his name a lot. And the conversations that was flown in the air, J Hood said they was basically trying to call him a snitch without any actual paperwork to prove that. Now we said after the police read all of these messages, they came knocking on his cell, telling him that he had safety concerns. And J Hood said no he doesn't, and they said it shows on the tablet you do. And he said people are coming to get you. And he said while they were saying that, in the back of his head he was thinking, well, they just gonna have to come get me then. Now J Hood said even though his situation is bunk, at the end of the day, once a G homie makes that call, people gotta follow that protocol. Now J Hood said a week later he was running laps around the yard, and he said out of nowhere his homie said something and then snuck him. Now we said more and more people started coming, and he started squabbling, and he never hit the floor until he got maced. Then he said even though he got in all of that melee, he tried to come back again, but the police wouldn't let him this time. Now we said when they sent him to another prison, they tried to do the same thing, and he ended up knocking out 2 more people. And he said when the homies ran up to rush him, they told them out of their own mouth that we didn't want to do this, but you know the rules. And once the G homies make that call, we gotta follow protocol. And J Hood said he told his homies, damn, they're just following the orders of the G homie even though the allegations ain't true. Now J Hood got a lot of time to reflect, being that he's gonna serve a long time in prison, and I wish him the best.